Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Woo! Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me handle some business because we've had some uh let me just handle this business. You guys understand. Let's okay, because some people just won't, and that's okay. We don't have to worry. Okay, y'all. I'm mad at you guys. Bougie gang, I am so mad at you guys making me read that foolishness. I could have lived my whole life not having that drivel in my brain. Okay. Now, did I read the whole thing? No. I read chapter 1 and it got to a point in chapter 1 after the prom, between the prom and the end of chapter 1, which went on for like how many pages? Half the book is chapter 1. And I don't care. They didn't, first of all, she didn't use Chat GPT. She didn't even use an editor. If she's trying to say she paid money for an editor, get your money back. Because what fucking editor are you talking about? Where's the editor where? Okay. Editor where? I don't know. Like, editor where? Editor where? Editor what? Are you kidding me? Um, I just can't believe I was sitting there thinking to myself as I was trying to get through this, I can't get my hour back. I was ahead of schedule today, and now I'm going to be behind schedule because I've got to read this foolishness. And it felt a little weird because I felt like I was reading something that needed to be at the police station. It felt like it did not feel like reading a criminal complaint report, but it was giving, why am I reading this? Ew. 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 That's how it felt. Like, ew. And maybe that's how she felt. All I know is that I don't understand these stories. I don't listen. Okay, this is the first thing that came to my mind. And you guys, I'm not trying to be wrong, and this might be an unpopular opinion. I feel like, let me just talk. I'm not going in any specific order. We're talking about chapter 1 right now. First of all, how do I rate the book? I'm going to give it a 0. You know why? Because I would rather have not. As a person who watches just the videos, I'm not a super fan, I'm not nothing. I watch the videos and I talk about them. I give it a 0. I did not need to know these details. Some things are just for the personal collection. Some things are just to be back in your mind. Some things are for the people who know you, care about you, love you. There is nowhere on God's green earth that anybody needed to know about Mr. Ron. Okay. And on top of that, the way that she quoted this conversation as if she remembers verbatim the complete conversation with Mr. Ron, towards the end, I feel like it got a little sassy. And I also thought about the fact that she said in a vlog recently, baby, this is not that type of household where you're going to ask your parents to do one thing and then you're going to ask another parent to do another thing and da 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 da. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why your dad told you not to go get your nails done. Can we just talk about it? I know I didn't even do an intro, but I'm just like, let's just talk about it. The lessons we learn as now, do things that happen to us. Let me just preface this. The things that happen to us are not necessarily our fault, right? Hello, they're not our fault. Period. There's nowhere that an adult violating a child is anywhere, any stretch of the imagination, something that is their fault. I just want to be clear. Okay. What I'm saying is that we watch Keisha videos over here on YouTube, and Keisha says a lot of things. And when I'm hearing the adult versus the child in this book, because of what she was as a child, she was under the age of consent, right? She was a child. And hearing her say things like, baby, when mama says this, we don't go talk to daddy and ask that and da 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 and blah 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 blah, right? We do this and we do that and we don't talk like that and we don't talk like this. I number one, I immediately I'm thinking, didn't your dad tell you not to get nails? Didn't your dad tell you not to go to the nail shop? You were too young to be getting that. Maybe you just thought he was being cheap. I don't know, because she said that he predictably said no to her getting nails. He said she was too young, it was too much, it was too whatever, and he said no. She begged and begged and begged and begged. Her mother agreed, brought her to the nail shop. Her mom, being a single mom, I'm assuming at the time, because they got a divorce, she said in first grade, had to go pick up the son that we never hear about from football practice and left her at the nail shop with some grown people. Sir starts asking her all kinds of questions and probably trying to size her up to see if she was someone who would be susceptible to his PDF ways. Okay. Now, she tells a story of something that happened, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but at the end of the day, it was absolutely vile. I wasn't ready for that, and I was like, what in the whole fuck am I reading? It sounded like like a PDF manual. I didn't like it. Like, I wasn't into the read at all. It made me feel very uncomfortable the way she just diarrheaed or vomited that story out of nowhere. And then further tells us about, I guess, something that happened, that she had another situation happen by a family member at an earlier age. Then she meets up with Mr. Ron again at the damn prom. She's going for her prom get ready. Like, this was a lot. You know what I'm saying? I felt worse than reading like some of these bad police reports I read sometimes, but the police reports typically stick with the details and the facts of the case. Some of this is damn fantasy fiction mixed in with maybe things that happened or didn't happen or whatever. I don't even know. I just watch this lady's videos. I'm not truly invested in her life or lifestyle. I don't know what this woman puts in these little pamphlet writings. Um I don't know if these are accurate accounts. We know factually that there's someone out here who has dealt with her in real life that made it into this book. Well, we know a couple of situations, but I'm only talking about one at this moment, specific to this book, where ma'am told the story and we see the video that her man took, and it doesn't add up. So who knows what is this, just are you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, we don't know what's real, what's not. And if it's real in her mind, good. There's no place, no space where abusing and taking advantage, assaulting anyone, on top of that, a child, is anywhere acceptable. But this lady really takes advantage of her audience by thinking that people want to read this shit with no fucking trigger warning. It's absolutely unconscionable as the way she talks about it and sells it like she's dropping tea, and you're putting out stories of absolutely disgusting accounts of things that should never happen to anyone and making it seem like it's fucking tea, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it kind of pissed me off. I feel like it's just gross. It's absolutely gross and disgusting to talk about something that happened in this manner and then drop it off on your audience as if people were prepared for this type of information. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Other than say, ew. That's my first impression. You guys want my first impression? That's it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting if it really happened, and I'm gonna just say it like that because I like I said, I don't know this woman from a hole in the wall. I didn't read one thing about a police report being filed. I didn't read anything about they said Mr. Ron was under a fake name and he had some sort of criminal history with all kinds of acts, misdemeanors, she said. I would imagine sexual assault and any of those other things would have been felonies, but she said misdemeanors specifically. So whatever, I don't know. I don't care. Be honest. I'm like, when is it gonna stop? Let me see what you guys are saying, because girl, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we what am I supposed to say about this? This is disgusting. I'm gonna be honest. She used the pamphlet as her damn diary. That is not even a diary. That is some bullshit. First of all, forget about poorly written. It's horrible. It's horrible. On top of the fact she said she had an editor. Why would you say you had an editor? Who was the editor? The girls? Did you get a bunch of like 7-year-olds to edit the text? Because let me tell you something, the amount of errors that are in that in that manuscript, if you will, it's horrible. There is no professional layout even to this 29-page essay, as I stated yesterday, an essay. Okay. Um just the amount, if people, I don't know what people spent per copy, but as I stated, I don't, people can buy what they want. I just cannot imagine why somebody would have thought that it was worth spending whatever they spent over a penny. Okay. It was poorly written. It was not carefully laid out. Um, Word could have just laid the whole thing out had you asked it to be. Chat GPT probably could have fixed it for you. It's just a mess. She says it's a tearjerker. What tearjerker? So it's so funny how Keisha loves to lay out these golden rules at her house. Well, we don't do this and we don't do that and we don't do this. But every time you write a manuscript and talk about your life, you were doing the complete opposite. Your dad would tell you no, and you would beg your mom for yes. Your mom would tell you no, and anything your dad told you no, you go running. What was the point in even asking your father for anything? Your father was not a factor in the household, as I suspect is the situation now. I feel like Keisha is a complete control freak. She wants to get the last word and be the decision maker on everything. Fuck the repercussions of anything. She's going to make the decisions. So what's the point in even having anyone with dual decision making in the household? Because you're going to be the one to make the decisions anyway, as it was how you grew up. And at the end of the day, and I'm going to just say it because we've all seen Lion King, right? We've all seen it. Didn't was it Mufasa? Not Mufasa, but the story basically, because hold on a second. Girl, lessons we learned from Lion King. Hold on. Simba, girl. Simba wanted to play, right? And because of Simba, look, maybe it's an unpopular opinion to make it seem like because of Simba, Mufasa died, but Mufasa did have to save Simba's life, did he not? And Simba did not listen. I don't think that that's something people talk about a lot, but Mufasa died trying to save his son's life, right? He was told no on numerous occasions to not do something. He didn't listen to his dad. Hello? Is that an unpopular opinion, or is that just a fact that nobody likes to talk about? At a certain point, you got to start to accept responsibility for certain things. The main thing that jumped out to me in chapter 1, and again, I already prefaced it, there is no consent for minors. Okay, there's no age of consent for minors, no matter how sassy mouth you are or whatever the case might be. And I'm not saying she was sassy mouth, but she got a little toe to toe with the man towards the end. That does not give him permission to help himself to body parts at all. But sometimes people want to go, some of these predators, that's the turn on for them. They want to, they are baiting you, right? And unfortunately, maybe she wasn't aware that maybe while she was just answering questions and defending herself and maybe felt a little put upon by his overall demeanor, it was giving him, it was lighting his fire, put it that way. I don't know. We don't know why creeps do what they do. But at the end of the day, all I could think of was, didn't your dad tell you not to go get your nails done and it was not for you? You were not old enough and you should not be getting your nails done at that time, but you begged your mom to go. You begged your mom to go. Your mom, I guess, maybe felt obligated to give the kids anything and everything that they want. And she allowed you to go and get your nails done. Now, does that mean that you deserve to be violated? Absolutely not. But had you listened to the leader, allegedly, or maybe you guys were just looking for him to pay for it, I do not know. But at the end of the day, had you listened to your father, you wouldn't have even been in that position, unfortunately. And I know that's not a popular opinion because it sounds like victim blaming, and I'm not. I'm just stating simple fact. At the end of the day, sometimes we have to go back to square one, and square one was not getting your nails done. Okay. And the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because Keisha loves to say, we don't live in that type of house. She sits there and lectures these little kids and tells them we don't live in the type of household where one parent says one thing and the other parent says another thing, and we're manipulating, or however she said it. She said that very recently in a vlog. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but it was said very recently. And that was interesting, stuck out in my head. And I'm thinking to myself, when her dad said no and she begged her mother yes, do you see the repercussions of how we can put ourselves in harm's way? Just like when your parents say, okay, no, you can go to Sally's house, but you and Sally better stay home like you said you were. But just like my jazzy life, let me tell you this. So my jazzy life, once upon a time, she she wanted to go out with some boys. I think her mom said no, or she knew her mom would have said no. She went to her friend's house. They lied. And she went to her friend's house and her friend, I guess either it was an open door policy, the friend's mom didn't care or whatever, that they went out with boys, but they went out and about, and my Jazzy Life had a altercation with a young man that assaulted her. Okay. But your mom told you, number one, to stay your ass home. But you had to go out. You lied. You went to a friend's house and y'all went out, maybe snuck out something. And you know what I'm saying? Parents give you a guideline for a reason. I can't get past that. I don't know. I wasn't Miss Goody Two Shoes, but when my parents told me no, I knew from experience from very little that when my parents told me no, they were probably right, because maybe one or two times I did not listen. And I knew well enough at a certain point, especially when I got to high school and college, if my parents told me no, I did not do it. I always had a respect for the wisdom of my parents, because that's the reason why I'm here at 50 plus years old, and have never had to endure certain situations by the grace of God, okay, by God's grace, and also by my ears and my willingness to follow my elders that gave me advice on what to do, what not to do. And it's just funny how this lady comes on here all the time with all of this dribble drabble, but you're telling us, I want to hear how you decided one day to actually listen to people who were trying to warn you and tell you things to keep yourself safe. But you always got to be out here trying to get what you want and do what you want. And then you got a story to tell us about what the fuck happened and trauma dumping on innocent people. Does that make sense? Apple pie. All I see is she's so stank. You know what I'm saying? Some of us had the good sense to listen to the people that were over and above us and not manipulate the people who just wanted to make us happy. Okay. And furthermore, the ones that didn't have the wisdom to listen maybe only needed to get into a pickle once or twice to realize, you know what? My mom said no. My dad said no. I'm not doing this. Didn't your daddy tell you not to be with that man who has given you the painful blessing? Didn't he tell you not to be with that man, Mr. Painful Blessing? I'm just saying, like, this is crazy that this woman writes these books and doesn't seem to get that we have to also look at ourselves when we're in reflection mode, not victim. You know, when you're victimized by, you know, a situation outside of your control, that's just what it is. You're a victim. But at the end of the day, as an adult, I'm not hearing the reflection or the wisdom now over 30, how that situation played out and lessons learned in going on this moral high ground about being a mother and all of these things and how this will never happen and da 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 da. Telling your kids that this is not that type of household, they should already know that. Like, kids know who to try, not to try. And I feel like with the dynamic based on what I read in the book, this is my opinion based on what I read in the book, because the parents were not together, I think Miss Sandra was probably asking for money to pay, not permission. They were asking for money. And I don't know what the man's financial circumstances were, but on top of saying no, he had reason to say no. And the reasons that she gave us were the reasons that we're assuming are what he said, but she said he predictably said no. I don't know, girl. Let's see. I just don't understand why talk about this again. She said it in a previous book. Money grab. This is the internet, boo. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I mean, this trauma dump on people, I do feel like it was a dump. I knew I wasn't going to pay any money for this foolishness, and but now my eyes and my brain, it's in my brain. If people already think she's a liar, why even buy her damn book once again? Well, that's I guess if anyone spent a penny or a quarter or a dollar on the book, drop in the comment why you paid money for that. Okay. I don't know. Um she's a mean girl, turned girl boss, turned mompreneur, turned momfluencer, turned evangelist. Well, somebody sent me a snippet of Mr. What is his name? The pastor that they like. And baby, her dress code is totally out of order. Her dress code will not. Can we just remember, if you don't think Simba is the reason his dad died, watch the first 10 minutes of Lion King. That was the main thing I've always walked away from, and people always look at me like, what are you talking about? Yeah, Simba didn't listen. Simba just couldn't wait to be king. Well, guess what? You didn't listen to your king father. He told you not to do something. He got killed in the stampede trying to rescue your ass. And guess what? You got to be king. Now, was Simba a bad boy? No, but Simba didn't listen. And Simba put the wheels in motion for his father to die. Nobody wants to really ever talk about that, but that's actually the case. Had Simba listened, had Simba not disobeyed, Mufasa and Nyla would have been happy. Was it Nyla? Was the mom's name? Girl. Mama would have been happy clams, living their life, raising their children. Was it Kiara? Let's see. Girl, Mufasa and his wife would have been very, very happy, living their lives, raising their little pack. Okay. All I could think of was, ma'am, where are we going with this? And it was long and it was hard to read. I tried to read it in dark mode. That was just, I couldn't do it. I went to paper layout, and then I just had to find the page separators because I needed to know that there was like an end in sight for this chapter. So basically, let me just give you a summary. Chapter 1, she's basically talking about some abuse that she endured as a older adolescent. I'm going to say it like that. And I'm going to just say again, there is no age of consent. There is no consent for a minor. So anybody doing anything to a minor with or without consent is illegal. If you are, as an adult, even with certain adolescents, it's illegal too. At the end of the day, ma'am tells some stories about being abused, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what, I mean, what can you say about that? It was very uncomfortable reading the way she talked about it. And I'm upset that I even read it because I'm not into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've read police reports that were more sanitized than that. Like the way she said it, maybe she wanted it to be disgusting and harsh. and good job. Good job doing your job. It was disgusting. It was very harsh. And at the end of the day, I did not read anything about a police report. Everybody doesn't report crimes, and I get it. She wasn't obligated to report anything. She talked about um, so the situation happening when she wanted to get her nails done. She talked about being abused by a family member. She talked about running into the same abuser again right before the prom. It was a lot. She started climbing moral high ground towards the end about being a mother and what she's going to do and what she's not going to do, and all of these things, and how being a mother is, almost like a calling, which it is to a certain degree, if you see it that way. She didn't she do a docu series on her YouTube about this years ago? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the things I don't watch. I really, you guys see what I do reactions reviews on. Sometimes when Keisha gets in her, in her trauma bag, in her I was abused bag, I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm one of these people, and I'm, hope and pray that there's a lot of us out here who have never been touched, abused, smacked, beaten, any of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of respect, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, out of respect, I respect. Okay. I'm going to say it like that. Out of respect, I respect the victims out here who have endured. But you know what I'm saying? I don't, when she gets into her trauma bag, I'm not interested in it because, um, I'm not trying to trauma bond on that type of shit. I'm just not. And I know enough about the world to know that it exists. I cover news stories on my other channel. I read a lot of police reports. I've watched the news my whole entire life. I know that there are people out here who have been abused and victimized and all of those things. I get it. I'm not really interested in that form of content on YouTube. I don't indulge in that. So you don't really hear me talk about that too much either. So it's just, girl, it's just reading that this morning, like, it's just like, anywho, that was chapter one. Chapter one is, once again, it's a trauma dump. If you haven't read the book, you hadn't read the pen, because it's 29 pages. I had to dump it into into Word, and I had to add pages, page breaks, because the Virgo in me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't read it otherwise without trying to have it be a little neater. And it broke out to about 29, almost 30, like 30-ish pages. Um, baby. And then I had to bust it down by chapter and put some separators so I could see, that I knew that there was an end in sight. Okay. Um, I'm traumatized. I'm not gonna lie. I'm traumatized, but Bougie Gang, I'm doing this for you. I will continue. I'm not going to stop, but I will continue. Right now, it's on 0 for me. But I don't think I said this weeks ago when she told us that she was coming out with the book. This is not a fan club over here. So hopefully she wasn't expecting anything but some damn zeros. Because the bottom line is, this ain't no fan club. This ain't no fan club. This ain't no rah rah. Okay. And based on chapter one, it's a 0 for me. That's my rating, and that's it. That's all. Hello? Okay? It's a 0 for me. I didn't appreciate the trauma dump um by the second paragraph, okay? And the editor needs to be fired. The editor needs to be fired. Editor needs to be fired. Um Software program where I think she typed it into Notes, but even Notes is the bomb. Like, I don't even she let me not talk about Notes like that. Notes does not deserve. Okay. All of us who've been using notes for like over a decade, notes a decade ago to today, it's like, oh my God, notes is so amazing. If you're an Apple person and you have notes and you use notes on your iPad, baby, I love notes. Okay. So let me not talk about notes. I don't know what she used. Maybe she typed it in text messages. Maybe she used a text message. Maybe that whole book is a text message thread because that's what it's giving. Oh my God, notes is my everything. Okay. Notes is basically incorporated into all of your phone. Like you can carry notes into everything. It's like one of your most valuable tools in your phone. Thank you, boo boo. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you. But yeah, give the book a whole 0 and fire the editor. And if you are a sensitive person, I'm going to give you the disclaimer. If you are sensitive, or trigger warning, if you are sensitive to trauma, don't read that because number one, I'm going to be honest with you. This is my opinion. I don't know how real though that story is. I don't know how authentic that storytelling in that manuscript actually is because also number one, this is almost 20 years ago and she's quoting word for word. We don't know, obviously Ron could be George. We don't know who the person is because even Ron was allegedly under a fake name. And but we know based on the YouTube streets that she told a story about someone from the YouTube streets who is very credible and also had documented the situation that was discussed, not only herself, but Keisha's wife documented it on their channel. I'm trying to use the right pronoun on their channel. So as that spouse documented it, so I would say would be an impartial, unbiased source, it didn't go down how she said it did. So there's also an asterisk out here that will make you kind of have to question mark the manuscript, aka pamphlet 2026, because baby, there's problems. There's no proof it happened. Okay. It's story time. So that might be an unpopular opinion, and you guys can get into the comments if you want to. I don't try to score on me because that's where you get blocked. If you don't care about being blocked, then that's your business. But at the end of the day, draw if I my opinion is bad, I feel like I prefaced it for the 3 times that there's no place for victim shaming, blaming. I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's a story full of trauma. I don't partake in trauma reading for pleasure or entertainment. I take it very seriously and I don't know if I'm being played with in my, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if my emotions are being played upon by this writing because number one, this I don't know. I don't know. But I don't trust the narrator of this particular story. I'm not trusting the narration of this particular story. But at the end of the day, if you're into trauma dumping and hearing stories about adolescents being assaulted, then this book is for you. Okay. How about that? I'll say it in a more, if that's what you like to read, baby, get your read on because it's in there. Okay. Get up in there on chapter 1. I feel very traumatized by that manuscript. Okay. That's my review. Okay. Is that fair to anybody who read it? That PDF was all over the place and could she have just done a damn live, but that mess is and it's in writing. It's forever out here. And she wants to remove her children from the internet to protect them. Baby, huh, the internet is where you need to get them out of? Baby, okay. I'm a give my full opinion once I'm done. I'm looking forward to chapter 6 because chapter 6 is basically like one page. So I'm looking forward to chapter 6. I did see her like towards the end. I did cheat a little bit, went to down to the bottom of chapter 6, and she's kind of got some affirmations going. Um You're typing too fast. Not my job. I don't know. They got a father. They got a father. They got a grandmother. They got granddaddies. They've got a host of kinfolk. No, that's not our job. You know what I'm saying? That's not our job. I love how the one mention I saw of her brother was that the mom had to go pick him up from football practice. And I guess her sister was going off to college. Um, it just could have did a pay per play Patreon exclusive for her members. That's awful to hear how potential readers will be able. I'm I feel, I mean, I'll be over it by lunchtime because as soon as I'm getting ready to pivot in a second. So in about an hour, I'm going to be like, what? Oh, yeah, 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 the book. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be over for me. I'm good. I'm super duper resilient. But you know what I'm saying? Like you know, one could say, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know her pockets. I just what is everything on the internet? You know what I mean? If people want to I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's what else this from what I understand, because some of you guys are more Keisha experts than I am, which I don't even consider myself to be an expert. Um, I'm certainly not. By all accounts, some folks say that this story has been told before. So feeling like you have to tell it again. And also the way she was just like, y'all, it's kind of some tea. Didn't she say it was some tea? Did she not say it was some tea? So if the book is pages from your diary, why not take a page from your diary like we've seen some people do? Take the pages from your diary and put them in the damn book, unless your handwriting is just that bad. Or have them take the actual pages from your diary. I'm sure she did not in her diary write a word for word manuscript of the conversation. I'm not buying that. I don't believe that, but maybe that might be it. She acts like the documentary is doesn't exist. You know what? I didn't watch the whole documentary. I started watching it and I was like, why am I watching this? Like, who is this person for me to invest my time? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how some of you guys say you take your view and you're like super duper seriously? I take my time seriously. And I don't just mean my totality. I take my viewing time. If I'm watching something that is corny or something that I'm not interested in, baby, I'm on to the next. There's so much to choose from on YouTube, right? I like to be entertained or learn something, right? And if it's not doing either or both, I'm not really too interested in it, right? Um so I, you know, Mm. I wasn't interested in her documentary. I wasn't being entertained. There might have been some things to learn, about her, and to understand her life and her history. Like I watch De'Ara all the time. I think De'Ara has a documentary. I did not watch it. I'm cool with De'Ara today. I'm cool with the De'Ara I knew a little bit of with when she was still with Ken. I'm cool. I don't need to watch the documentary. Some people might want to know, like, oh, I went to this elementary school. Let's go talk to my gym teacher. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's like me going back and taking you all the way back to Cleveland school, which is not even Cleveland school anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, that's like me taking you all the way back to Hudson Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Girl, all the way back to the paper route, Mrs. Fields cookies, you know, girl, Babies R Us, all of my first jobs. You know what I'm saying? Paramus Catholic Girls High School. You guys want to go all the way back? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, y'all want to hear me talk about this foolishness and get to the part about Gina's new boyfriend, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, or Gina's boyfriend. Y'all don't want to hear about damn the roller skating rink and my pink corduroys. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, we don't. What makes her think that everybody wants to know all that? Where do you wake up and say, you know what? I'm taking everybody all the way back as if they really fucking care. You know what I'm saying? And not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times, and once a year on a live stream for hours and hours and hours. I'm going to be honest with you. All of those lives where she has talked about her abuse and things of that nature, I rarely listen to those. I feel like there was one in the last few months, and I think I told you guys I did not listen to it because I don't want to hear about it. Jeremy knew about all this. All right, hold on. Jeremy knew about all this and still messed around and got another woman pregnant. She called him to say she passed out. He didn't even come home to be by her side and still by Ashley. Keisha's mom is part of why she was able to carry on the way she has. Her dad is, well, her mom is a victim too. Her mom had some issue, her mom has her own story according to Keisha's, chapter 1. Are you trying to line Gina up with the attorney general of the state of Texas or Missouri for a RICO? Are you trying to get her on some FRICO charges? Are you trying to get Gina a Mann Act charge? Look how folk trying to change the subject. Look, we're there. Like, we're good. We'll talk about this. We'll continue tomorrow. That's why we're not even doing a video right now, because at the end of the day, we got 6 chapters to discuss. But chapter 1 for me is on 0. Now, will the book get an upgrade? Will it get a Bougie Gang book score higher than a 0? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Right now, it's a 0 for me. Do you need to read it or sweep it? No, do you need to read it or delete it? Right now, I'm going to say if you are a sensitive person, you are sensitive to adolescent abuse, even of someone that we know has made it to adulthood and still a little problematic, but you know what I'm saying, still has her issues. If you don't want to read about that type of stuff, I'm going to say delete it, because it could have a negative effect for some people. For me, like I said, as soon as I finish this live, I'll be good. But did it bother me? Yes. Reading that, absolutely, because I don't ever want to hear about a child being victimized. And that's what she dumped in chapter 1. It was very much another trauma dump. And I was like, ew. I didn't feel comfortable reading that. I didn't like the circumstances around it. I didn't like the dynamics. I didn't like the circumstances. I didn't like anything about it. And it made me feel very uncomfortable. And I thought when she said that her book was full of tea, I don't find anything tea worthy about a child being abused, if in fact that is an actual factual account. But at the end of the day, the chapter is about the author being in a situation or multiple situations where multiple adults violated trust and were abusive to an adolescent, and it's absolutely disgusting. So that's what it is. There's just, I'm trying to say it as professionally as possible, and that's what I got out of it. Somebody might have something different. It was I don't like it. Um you know what I'm saying? If that man, why when it came out, this is my question, why when it came out after during the prom situation and she realized, is this how she developed to be Inspector Gadget or misdoing her research? Because she said she went to look to see um if Mr. Ron, if there were news stories about Mr. Ron, and then she didn't find anything, only to later find out that he did have a bunch of charges. Why no charges were ever filed? But I don't know. Anyway, I guess someone can ask her that in the live stream, like, why didn't you guys ever file charges? Like reading a psychological thriller, and if a book contains anything about abuse, any kind, there's always a warning. Yeah, and you kind of know it's coming, but also if you're reading a psychological thriller, it's also a fiction. And these things can happen to people, and there's the unimaginable happening right now somewhere. Um, but I didn't expect that this was going to be what I was going to be reading. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that some of you guys were like, she needs help. She needs a psychiatrist. Da, 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 da. I did not imagine that that's what that was going to be. Okay, guys, let's pivot for a second because I have some very important information for you guys of another variety. So we're going to pivot up off of that foolishness, that damn what to do before you say I do. Is that the name of the book? Girl. What to do before you say I do. I guess trauma dump on the world. Okay. Um, okay. A mess. I'm having some lag issues too. So I want to show this video. Baby, you guys may or may not know this. Hold on. Is it over here? Hold on. Now, I can't give credit. All I know is that this was shared with me. So I'm just going to credit Bougie Gang on this because Bougie Gang, that's all I can say, cuz I don't give out names, but as far as who the source, I'm just going to say whoever the source is, I guess, good job doing your job because baby, I think I think I think Sir has been found. Okay. What am I talking about? Hold on. What am I talking about? Oh my god. I don't look. Oh god. I'm having lag issues. Now I can't girl, I was trying to find my Gina graphic. We're on some Gina now, okay? So any Keisha, I guess if you're talking in the comments, but we're pivoting, okay? We on that pivot, okay? We on a pivot. I don't know for sure, but this is what was sent to me. I don't know how they did it. How? But baby, it's looking promising. It's looking promising. This is a YouTube channel. This is a YouTuber. Okay. All right. Now we're calling Gina to the front of the class. Keisha can go have a seat. All the keys and dons, relax. Go get your coffee. It's over. Gina, Gina, is this you, boo? Is this you? Gina, ma'am, can you please come to the front of the class? Is this is this you? Is this you, boo? Okay. I don't know. Wait till you see his collection of alcohol. Yep, he's on the come up. Well, but these videos are 4 years old. He's not currently posting. Who's this? Gina girl. Gina, is this you? He looks it's giving a good possibility, right? We don't know for sure, but he does sound like he's from St. Louis cuz he said something right. He said right her and right der, okay? If if Toya Talks is in the bushes, that is our resident expert. I think she's from St. Louis, right? I think our good sis Toya Talks is from the St. Louis area. If Toya is in the bushes, it's the same Gucci hat. Like, I'm just gonna our good sis, that's my one sis I know, I think who's from that area of the Midwest might be able to help us authenticate the accent. Let's see what's going on here. Do you guys want to watch the video, right? Okay, let's see. I really am not waiting for permission. Okay. It's only 5 minutes. This is the type of video I like. Okay. Let's see. This is a guy who could be potentially maybe Gina's boo. I don't know. I don't think the poor horseman guys, and that's POUR, because I think most of them are married and the one that's not doesn't check out. So more than likely that's not who that's probably not it. And that's okay. That's okay, right? Um, all right. Sis is looking confused. Brittany is like, okay, tell us more. That's what your avatar is giving. No, did you watch this video? This guy likes to collect. So this is another thing. Okay, before the video comes down, because who knows if he's probably like, Boo, I need you to take your video down right now. One of the reactors. Oh, you're from St. Louis? Okay. I'm going to pull up a part where maybe you can authenticate. I heard this is my computer right her. And when he said it, I was like, that sound like Nelly, girl. That when he said right her, I was like, baby, I'm not from the area, but I think I just heard the St. Lou come out. Okay. Cause I had to go based on my Nelly, my familiarity with Nelly and his right her. Okay. So, okay.
How y'all doing, YouTube? How y'all doing? It's your boy, Naeem the Dream. Y'all already know, man. Y'all see my video, man. Comment, like, subscribe.
Okay. We're having lag issues today. Don't come for me. Do not come for me because I'm not sent. I did send for y'all because I did go live, but don't come for me. We're lagging on today for whatever reason. Don't come for me. Okay.
Share. I'm just gonna be walking y'all through my life. Here we are, man. The everyday driver right here, man.
Now, she said that this guy once upon a time was in pharmaceutical sales, and you know what I'm talking about. Hello? Didn't he go to jail for some pharmaceuticals? Not this guy, because we don't know if this is the guy, but I'm saying, didn't she say something about somebody having gone to do some state time? Do some time? Okay. So I don't really know. Let's just go on the video. Let's stick with our policy. Let's stick with the video and we'll try to figure it out from here.
AMG 53 gutted interior.
It's the glasses for me.
Major, man. Got some.
It's the head. It's the head. It's the glasses.
Got the V black dye. Typical life. I'm finna walk y'all really into the crib. They go to Panamera.
The teeth.
Just sits there, collect dust. I mean, what else is a Panamera for real? Besides to just collect dust, you know?
Girl, look at this house.
Welcome to this grand tour of Naeem Estates, you know? This is my front door. It's where I meet and greet. How y'all doing? Come on in. My kitchen is the place where I spend majority of my time. I chill out there, this whole general area. You know, really what we do. This is the formal living room. Nobody ever sit there, so I'm baffled on why it's always dirty. But these are just some little decors and everything. I'm gonna walk out through my life, a little bit of luxury, Um, just my everyday basis.
Girl, he's walking us through his 1990 Once Upon a Time. I mean, it's not a bad home, but it's obviously dated. Um, it's dated, but you know what I'm saying? Look, we're not going to drag the house. Um, but the decor is horrible.
I'm gonna be doing some
Oh my god. Okay, look at the dogs. One, two, three, four, five dogs.
skits, some
Okay.
little humor
Okay, puppies.
things, some little
Okay, pups. Look at them. How
stunts.
cute.
These are my 5 dogs, aka my alarm system. They bark, I shoot. It's pretty
Jesus. Jesus. They bark, I shoot. Girl.
much the end of that story right there. Most people aren't a fan of snakes, but I love reptiles. I love the reptilians. He just really like to freak people out. But yeah, man, back again, and I came to share something with y'all. If you know some things about me, you know that I'm a collector. I love to collect.
When I looked at the videos and I saw that hat, I was like, Gina girl. Gina, the hat, the glasses, the teeth. And then remember when they were in St. Louis recently and he talked about that he went to go get 6 bottles of Bel Air. He wanted whenever it first came out or whatever, he said that he wanted to get all of them and the guy would only let him buy 2, or he wanted to get all of them. Maybe they let him buy a case or some story about buying out some liquor. Just catch this tea.
Their things. Some things not even that rare. They just things that I feel personally, cool to
Girl, I wonder if Gina's trying to get him together with her veneer specialist.
collect. One of my things I like to collect, and people know if you know me, y'all know I'm big on collecting the liquor.
Look at the Bel Air. Look at the blue Bel Air right there. God, I wish I could play my alarm. Oh my God. I can't play it right now. Maybe I should open up a different. It's like I'm stuck. I can't do the my sound effects. That's okay. Dun dun dun.
name it is her. Ace of Spade, Brute, Duce, XO, with Casamigos, Blue Bel Air. Everything.
Blue Bel Air.
You
Blue
name
Bel
it's
Air.
her. We
It's the Blue Bel Air for me. Okay.
even got a little scissor down there, man. Every liquor collection is not complete without the Mad Dog.
Not the Mad Dog.
You already know, man. So my favorites, obviously.
You already know that when he opened up the liquor cabinet, baby, that was a panty dropper for Gina Janine. Girl, this is like I met my match. I met my man. I met my match. I met my man.
Is the big boy Ace of Spade, man. You can't say you
Bro, he
doing
opened up them cabinets and it was like, panty dropper.
anything, man. You ain't got a bottle of Ace of Spade. I love the Ace of Spade. Bottle classy. The epitome
Bottle
of creme de la
classy.
creme, So
Gina, if this is not your man, girl, you might want to go get him. Okay? G-Wagon, Porsche Panamera. I see 2 cars that you could have driven into St. Louis and not had to drive your vehicle.
it's really one of my favorites. Can't say it's the absolute, but
It's Teeth.
definitely up there somewhere. For those who big on the Cirocs and whatnot, Remy's, and I don't know what feels like
How does he not drink?
an endless supply of Ciroc for some reason. I know Drake Champagne Poppy, but we got a little of that going
My
on.
God. Probably no food in the refrigerator, but all kinds of damn liquor store.
Too. Out of the country joints, pure white Hennessy. We got black and white bamboo, black Hennessy back there.
Don who?
The black bamboo back there off in the cut. So many bottles of Douce is retarded. Some of this stuff I don't even know what it
He
is.
said so many bottles of Douce is retarded. This This is embarrassing, right? Do you guys think is this Gina's boo or nah? Is this him? Is this him or nah? Let's find out. Let me drop a poll. Is this is this him? Is this him? Gina. What did he say his name was? Naeem the Dream. Gina girl. Gina. I don't know why she took him to that Christmas party like that and put out videos. Gina is yo, let me get my question right. Is this Gina's boo? It's just a simple yes or no. Okay, it's just a simple yes or no. Is this Gina Janine's boo? Let me. Okay, we're gonna keep going, and
is, but you know it's nice. Ciroc collection, absolutely astounding. Big Patron, more Ciroc. Retarded bottles of Don Julio, Cavassier, Casa Azul. We even got 1738 back there somewhere in the cut. What's back there? It's
1738.
It's actually my absolutely favorite right here.
I want to say hello. Put your pretty ass right in the window. Married to the money, I would never let go. Again,
Eldorado,
honey.
gift and picked up in Thailand.
This is every cabinet in the house. If this is not your boo, baby, you better go run get this guy, because I know this has got to be a panty dropper for you, girl. He got more liquor than a little bit, baby. He got all the liquor. He got everything that you could want. Okay. 1738. Okay. He just got an AA. Girl, he's Jesus. Jesus be the AA meeting. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. One of you guys sent me a super duper close up. I don't know. We all watched the same video, but y'all got it. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Did it transfer?
Kool-Aid drinkers.
Girl, we had to change the mood over here because that damn chapter 1 was
not. I don't drink. For those who wondering, I don't drink at all.
Is this Gina's man, guys? Is this him? Why does he keep saying he doesn't drink? That bottle's sexy. Who's talking about a sexy bottle? Sir, could you please stop playing in our faces? He said, here he goes again saying he doesn't drink. Okay, hold
on. Not even a sip. Not those who wondering, I don't drink at all. Not even a sip. Not really my thing. But you know, it looks good. It's a good collector's item. It's a good thing to have in the house, have around you. Just, you know,
having a liquor store in your house is a good thing to, did he say invest? It's a good thing to have around. Is that what he said? Hold on.
It looks good. It's a good collector's item. It's a good thing to.
It's a good collector's item. Mad Dog 2020 and Bel Air.
Having a house, have around you. Just, you know, absolutely beautiful. I encourage everybody to take up a collection and put it together and see what you come up with. You know, you might like it.
I like to collect dollars. I like to collect dollar bills, y'all. That's what I like to collect. I like to collect dollar bills, y'all. Dollars, hundreds, digital deposits. That's what I like to collect. Forget about liquor bottles.
You know.
Girl. Girl, he's a whole package store. Is this not hilarious? Hold on. Okay, let's stop right here. Is that him? Y'all better be voting. We have 431 in the chat right now. Okay. 40, 400, 431. And how many votes? 111? What? But y'all want to see another video? Can y'all, first of all, can y'all double tap? If you don't want another commercial, can you please double tap? Because baby, it's coming. Okay, let me see. Set breaks. Hold on. If you have premium, this does not apply to you because my premium folks, baby, they never see a commercial. All of my premium watchers, baby, you don't have to worry because you won't get a thing. Okay. But if you're not premium, baby, hold on to your hat. Okay. You might double tap the screen and go ahead and let's vote. Come on now. Let's go ahead and handle that business. Okay. You are the father. Stop it, Ebony Time. Team no commercials. Okay. Team no commercials. Yes. Less likes, more commercials. Same hat, same glasses, right? Now, did he get his teeth fixed in the past few years? No tea, no shade. Um, already tapped and voted. Thank you. And subscribed because this is a subscriber only chat today. Okay. All right, let's go back just a little bit. Let's look at this. We're doing our YouTube streets lineup to see is this sir? Is this the sir we're looking for? Is this him? Now, whoever to the person who sent this to my inbox, muchas gracias. A couple of people sent me some screenshots too. Um the Instagram and IG. So whoever did that research and flushed it out, thank you. I'm assuming you sent it because you wanted me to do a react because that's what I do. I do reactions, reviews, and commentary. So thank you. Uh is it giving the same? Hold on, let's see. Never let go. Okay, let's see. Let's get a look where we can. Now he does look thicker there. I wish we could do a side by side. It's the hat for me. It's the hat. He does wear glasses, but the thing about the Bel Air blue, it's the thing about I don't drink. It's the thing about buying up everything. And there's another video where he says he hold on. I was looking to see if somebody commented too cuz girl, that's a all right, let's see. Hold on. Now, okay, was that the one how I spent 500,000 in 30 days. Okay, very good. Now, is this the one? He said he was just taking delivery of a Bentley Bottega. I guess sir has some coin. I don't know look, we don't know what his circumstances are now, but girl. In this video, he's playing a lot of music, so we can't play everything. Hold on. Because obviously this channel is not monetized. This one is, but his probably is not. We're just gonna go on. Now, right here, babe. Okay. I mean, it's giving the right body size. Is this when he goes to the apartment? Hold on. All right, this is not that, but he says in this video he was taking delivery of a Bentley Bottega.
A white tee is a great, or black tee, is a great way to kind of transform an outfit.
Why does he have a sheet? You're going to pick up a Bentley Bottega, but you have a sheet over your door.
It's a great way to
Girl,
kind of
look,
transform an
ghetto. Okay.
outfit.
Okay. He's giving some dressing advice to the people. Hold up. Is this the one when they go? He says, "Let's go to and Houston car show." Okay, okay. Let's go to my penthouse. This one.
What's up,
Okay.
y'all? It's your boy White T Naeem.
It's your boy White T Naeem.
And you guessed it, I'm on the fly. I'm on the move. I got a couple of people wanted to see my penthouse, so we on our way there. Fly to Milwaukee. On our way to Milwaukee. It is definitely early. I haven't been asleep yet. I've been
So they're going to Milwaukee.
up all night, no sleep, no nothing. And I'm gonna hop on this flight and get going. Y'all know, comment, like, subscribe. Have a brother out. In Milwaukee, it's cold as a fool outside. I'm out here briefly. We made it to the destination. We are here at my crib.
So he's living in Houston, and then he's got a spot in Milwaukee.
It's tour time. It is
Gina, is that you?
definitely tour time. Let me help y'all out real quick so I can get my key fob to work. There we go. That was evicted for us. There's a massage parlor. It's better units than mine in here. I really got this building really because of the security features that it has. So yeah, so it's right here. It's actually the massage parlor. That's where you go to get the massages at. And here, I'm being in my hand. It's the gym. Gym's where it gets down at. Dumbbells, punching bag, you name it, the whole nine. It's here. This is where
Okay, let's get upstairs.
y'all follow me on some.
He says it's his penthouse.
It's just a great feature to have. This is welcome to my, I don't know, the penthouse. You know, welcome to my little penthouse. This is where me.
Why would you even say it's a penthouse when the kitchen is right at the front door? I mean, I'm not criticizing the apartment. I'm just saying, sir, it's not a penthouse. Penthouses don't have the kitchen sink 3 feet from the front door.
This is where I spend all the time with my son. I spend all the time
But that's, I mean, it's an apartment. Who cares,
with
right?
my son and things like that. Not really, it's not over the top great. It is dope. I like it. It's like futuristic. I'm sorry.
He said it's futuristic.
Like that it's modern. That's what I'm looking for. Like it's modern. Fridge. I love the things like this. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big fan of the
Let's not hear that he says he's there spending time with his son. Now, if you notice, like a good nosy person does, if you look on the shelf, we see a what? A blue sippy cup. So his son is probably a what? A toddler, right? Hello? We're just being internet nosy, right? We're being internet nosy, and we see a sippy cup on a shelf.
great. it is dope. I like that it's like futuristic. I'm sorry. I like that it's modern. That's what I'm looking for. Like this modern fridge. I love the things like this. Uh, for those of you who don't know, I'm a big fan of the Bath and Body Work candles and things like that.
Really?
I love them. If y'all looking to give me some
What's
gifts,
the date?
you know,
This one's 3 years ago.
this right
This one
here
is February
is my
2022.
gaming area. This is where I play the game at. I play the game right here because this is my son TV. Now, this TV I use for my son because me and him. This is my gaming area. This is where I play the game at. I play the game right here because this is my son.
Did that sound like right her? Did that sound? Did that give?
You know, this right here is my gaming area. This is where I play the game at. I play the game right here
Yeah, I don't
because this is
know.
my
I don't
son
even
TV.
know
Now,
for sure, but it's giving.
this TV I use for my son because me and him can't share a TV. Okay, that's mine.
So this was the main thing right here. Now I didn't go to his Insta. Well, I did go to his Insta last night, but I didn't really search around. His Insta is the same thing, white tee and a. Don't spam the man. Hold on a second. Let's see. Is this the guy? I don't know if that's just a viral video or not. This one, but it was giving when they were in St. Louis, but I don't know if that's him or not. So, it was this. This right
How y'all
here
doing, YouTube? How y'all
is
doing? It's your
giving.
boy Naeem the Dream.
This video right here is giving. That's him. It's the hat. It's all the things that was making me like the little goatee. And maybe I don't know. We don't know his name or anything, so can't really do, but dang, I'm sure he's had that hat for. If he was trying to stay incognito, I mean, it could have been Gina's doing. We don't know if he was trying to stay incognito. I was about to say incognito. If he was trying to say incognito, he can thank what's her name for doing too much or too little. It might have been she wanted him to be incognito, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if she was trying to keep him private or what, but at the end of the day, um the day has to end, right? Hello? At the end of the day has to end. So, and if he didn't want to be seen when he started messing with what's her name, you would have thought maybe he would have put up his social media. Let me go see on his Insta. Let's see, Instagram. Is this supposed to be the same? Hmm. Oh, it's private now. Is it private now? It's private. It's private now. Can people stop watching my channel, please? Like, if you're here, you're to watch, wonderful. If you're here to It was public last night. Girl, it's private now. Well, that is internet confirmation that, well, that thing was open last night. Now it's private. Damn. Did I take a picture of it? Y'all, your girl was slipping. I should have took a picture of it before I, anywho. Okay, well. Uh, okay, hold on a second, guys. Let me do this. I'm going to refresh my screen. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And so you're back. All right, let's see. All right. Where is a Gina cover? Anywho, I think that's everything, guys. Hold on, let's see what's doing over here. All right, let me find the picture again. Hold on. Okay. She low-key wanted him to be seen. She wanted him to be seen. So people watch just to go back and snitch. I don't know. So people, I don't know. So people, you think he's doing cartwheels on threads? I don't recall his IG being public, but it was I feel like it was public because I saw some pictures last night. Somebody sent me. Let me see. Let me go back to. Has to be on Love Eyes and Lace Fronts. Okay. Oh my god, I'm clutching. Somebody, y'all are funny. Somebody said, "Oh my god, I'm clutching my pearls all the way where I'm from. Can't wait to hear. Can't wait for your next video. It's going to be good. Keep up." Oh, that's sweet. Okay, that's where I got the picture. That's one of the pictures. Where's the one who sent me the actual? Yeah, it was open. Oh, I know what that was. That was the YouTube. That was the YouTube. That was a screenshot of the YouTube. But I feel like I had gotten a screenshot of the damn Insta too. Didn't I look it up last night? Hold on. It was open last night. Someone said they don't remember. They're following each other, so that's him. Boom. Boom. Oh, I can't see. Are you following? You must be following because hold on. I didn't get a screenshot of it. Damn. Which I wouldn't have been able to see that because homegirl got me blocked. She got me blocker. I'm on that blocker list. So girl. Okay, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This was look. Y'all sent me the pictures. Y'all sent me the YouTube page. I don't even know this man's name. His name could be Barry. It could be Barry. It could be Joseph. It could be anything. We don't know his name. We just know he's mentioned some cities. I just know we did a reaction review commentary on a YouTube page, baby, and the corresponding Instagram is private. Okay. Other than that, we don't know anything. He looks an awful lot like this man who was in a Christmas video with some satin pants on, with Gina over there in Houston. There are some things that we can't let go. Number one, it's the glasses. Not the same glasses, but glasses nonetheless. It's the outdated Gucci hat. It's the blue Bel Air. It's the I don't drink at all, but have lots of liquor in the house. Make it make sense. Okay. Oh, my sound effects are now back. They should be. Okay, hold on. Girl. Okay. It's just a lot of things, okay? Um, it's his family in the same room. Okay, so you think that that was I thought that man looked familiar. Are you talking about this? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Now that video is old though. But I was like, is that the same man? Hold on. Hold up. Wait, I gotta share my screen again. Y'all, I had to reset. Are you talking about this? Hold on.
We're gonna take a family picture. Well, let's do it tomorrow. All right. Why, motherfucker? All right. Take a picture of my uncle tomorrow.
Does that look like the same man who was playing cards?
Why, motherfucker? All right. Take a picture of my uncle tomorrow. Them motherfucking chicken nuggets from Popeyes fine. We're gonna take a family picture. Well, let's do it tomorrow. All right. Why, motherfucker?
All right, we'll do one more thing. I'm going to entertain this a few more minutes, okay? Hold on. Let me just we have to do our complete research. Hold on. Research would not be complete if we don't. I'm gonna have to go to the road trip, and I wish she would put out part two. Gina, we're waiting for part two. I know some people are like in the comments, y'all were like, I'm good on part two. We don't need any more. If there's a part two, put it out. Put it out. I'm ready for part two now. I'm ready for part two. Okay, let's see. Is this where? Okay, let's see.
Way later. I finished all my work. I already put a video out for the podcast. I got my slides, I got my water. Let's go.
Hey, take stroke notice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I got my water.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Hey, take stroke notice right here.
Well.
Go do it. I ain't got no motherfucking 7.
Y'all couldn't have said we got 7.
We got 8. That was 8 right
there. Man, play cards, man. Yeah, play cards.
Baby. I think we're done. I think we're done here. I think our work is done here. Um, I think our work is done here. Any more question marks? Have we voted? Have we voted? Has everybody voted who needed to vote? Have the likes been hit? Thank you, Boo Thang. Thank you for gifting a membership, Reef and Muff's mom. Okay. Oh, we seen the threads. You guys just y'all want to just keep me online, right? Y'all, can I just tell you something? If you are following the Sakina Thompson coverage, y'all, I got volume 1 of the transcript. Okay, volume 1 is in. Hello? Volume 1. Good morning. Volume 1 is in. Okay? You know what that means. You know what that means. That's the man. Okay, so the YouTube channel we just went to, we saw a short, and baby, that's the man from the short. That's him. That's him, baby. Okay, hold on. Girl, I can't type fast enough. Hold on. Let me not tell my left hand what my right hand is doing, but it's doing it. Let me try to get there. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. I'm not. Let me see. Now. All right. This is. I can't show everything because there's a little minor little young man, which I don't know if this is sir or no. Oh, but this is what got Gina tripping, y'all. Hold on. This what got her tripping. This is what got her acting a fool. Hold on. This is what got her acting a fool over here. Did he get his teeth fixed? It looks like he got his teeth fixed. Somebody done got their teeth fixed. Now the gazelles or gazelles, whatever, it's giving. Now he looked like he was much smaller there. Was he trying to? He does jujitsu. That's what it says. So I'm wondering if that's what she's saying is an athlete. Okay, hold on. Let me get the next picture because, like I said, there's a little boy, and we haven't confirmed what needs to be confirmed, so I don't want to show anybody's kid like that. It's giving that house. Hold on. When this picture's posted, look at the house. That looks like the same chateau. Chateau Boo. It's giving Chateau Boo. And look at the feet. Girl, look at them sneakers. Look at his shoe game. Girl, they could be McQueens, but at the end of the day, they're McUgly. Okay. I don't know what they are, but they are McUgly. All right. Okay. Hold on. Now, those are those Nikes. There's the Nikes. Them damn Nikes. Is that you, Gina? Now, this picture right here. Okay. All right. I feel like we've seen enough. Let's see. I'm sure I'll be blocked by tonight. Thanks, guys. I'll be blocked. Thank you, Reefa Muff's mom, for supporting this very important information, this feel good broadcast on a Thursday. Thank you. People need a laugh while they're at work. Okay. 497. I don't know what we're doing on likes, but baby, I hope we're doing. It used to show me the likes, but it doesn't even show me the likes anymore. Let's see, stream settings. Okay, here we go. Y'all, okay, I gotta go, y'all. 217 likes, 2 new members. Thank you very much for that. But 217 likes. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Okay. Y'all have fun. Let's see. Where's my okay. Y'all have a wonderful day, y'all. We gonna go ahead and finish up. Okay. People don't know how to hit the like button, and that is okay. I know how to say goodbye. Okay. You guys have a wonderful day. I feel like we've covered all bases. If there's anything else, drop it in the comments and we might get to it tomorrow. Otherwise, bye.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.